to my YouTube channel and welcome to day 12 of Vlogmas. I just finished editing and uploading yesterday's Vlogmas, so now it is time to start today's video. I don't know exactly what we're doing today, but I am going to bring y'all along with me. But first things first, let's go make us some coffee. If I can remember, I really like to brew my coffee the night before so I can wake up and have cooled off coffee ready for my iced coffee in the mornings. As always, we add a little splasheroni of heavy whipping cream. My coffee hasn't changed much throughout the years, but it's not a Katherine Michelle vlog if we don't, show some coffee. We're gonna do salted caramel mocha today because why not? I'm feeling a little crazy. Let's throw that in there. And y'all, we got us an iced coffee. I made my iced coffee for the day, and now I am out here in the backyard trying to convince the dogs to go potty because they don't want to get their prissy little paws wet because the grass is damp because it rained yesterday. But here in just a little while, I'm going to go over to my parents' house and sit with my dad while my mom and brother go run his Saturday errands that my brother has to do on Saturday. But today is what? T-minus Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So T-minus 4 days until my dad has his procedure to fix the blockage in his heart. And we are counting down the moments until we take him back to the hospital and get him fixed up. So yeah, I guess in a little while I'm gonna go over there and hang out with him. I think I'm gonna try and cook some wings on my smoker for dinner tonight, and I need to grill some chicken that I have in the fridge. So those are kind of the next couple of things on the agenda. Let's go. Hey, little Cooper Pooper, what the heck are you eating? Are you eating a stick over here on our carpet? I guess none of the copious amount of toys that litter our house are good enough for you. You had to bring in the stick. Dog. Yeah, you can't eat that on our floor. I need that. No, we're not going to rip that up. No. You can eat it outside, but not inside. What were you thinking? You can't eat this. You can't eat that. That's not for inside. Oh, that was a really cute stretch. Oh, you so cute, Pooper. Alright, we just got over to my parents' house. Gonna hang out over here for like 30 or 45 minutes until Mom gets back home. Look at the little parade of dogs. And Odie. Look at little Odie Bodie. If y'all followed me for long enough, y'all will know that this kitty was born under my bed upstairs here a couple years ago when we took in a stray kitty. I am back at my house now, and I wanted to go ahead and grill up these chicken breasts for my first meal of the day. And I walked out here and I realized the grill, of course, is over there in that corner stuck behind the boat and the lawnmower, and I'm just gonna have to somehow wiggle it through this little area right here. I know our carport is an absolute disaster right now, but that's a story for a different day. It's gonna happen real soon though. So now let me attempt to get that grill over here so I can grill. I just turned on the grill. I'm gonna put it at like a medium heat, and we're gonna let this start heating up. I'm gonna clean the grill real quick with my little grill rescue brush. I like this because it is not wire bristles and it steams the grill instead of using the wire brush to clean it. I'm gonna go ahead and throw these chicken breasts on the grill. These are pretty thinly sliced chicken breasts, so they won't cook for too long. I am back inside now and my chicken is grilled. I used a meat thermometer to make sure it was cooked all the way through. And now it is time for me to make my favorite grilled chicken sandwich. I'm sure I've showed y'all this a couple of times now, but it is just so good. I toast up 2 slices of this Dave's Killer bread. This is my favorite bread. It is not keto friendly. It has 15 grams of carbs per slice, so it is a relatively lower carb bread, but it is not keto. So I have bread, I have my chicken, I have some shredded lettuce and a little bit of mayo, and those ingredients go together like white on rice. It is so darn good. I'm gonna quickly toast up my bread, 2 slice-a-ronies of this, and we're gonna have our first meal of the day. While my bread is toasting, I'm gonna go ahead and cut me some slices of chicken breast. This seasoned chicken breast that I buy from H-E-B, which is a Texas grocery store, is the best chicken ever. I don't know what they do to it. I guess it's kind of thin sliced and they season it, and it is just delicious and so perfect for my chicken sandwiches. My bread is toasted, so let's assemble the sandwich. So of course, I do a little bit of mayo on each slice of bread. Put some shredded lettuce on the bottom. For a little extra flavor, I'm gonna try something new today and do a little sprinkle of this everything but the bagel seasoning. I'm gonna add on my chicken. Top with a little bit more shredded lettuce, because the more shredded lettuce, the better on this sandwich. Top on, and we've got ourselves a delicious cheeky sandwich. My table is an absolute train wreck right now because I've been sorting through some Christmas gifts while no one else is here. So I'm gonna be a classy lady and just eat my lunch here standing at the kitchen counter. But I thought we would do a first bite reaction because it's just so good. Just look at that delicious sandwich. So good. So the lights here in our kitchen are not LED lights, and I have been wanting to change them out for quite a while, and I finally had one burn out on me right above my stove, and so I need to replace it. So I'm gonna pull this bad boy down, and I guess I'm gonna need to go to the store and spend a bunch of money on light bulbs because these put out a lot of heat, they use up a lot more energy. So we're gonna get some of these and hopefully make our kitchen look brighter too. That's gonna be a fun little expensive thing, because if I replace one of these, I'm gonna need to replace all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these, plus the ones over the fireplace are burnt out. It's just gonna be a good old fun day. For dinner tonight, I am going to be cooking some chicken wings on my pellet grill. I have never cooked chicken wings before, much less on my pellet grill, but we're gonna give it a try, and I'm gonna cook these wings for me and my parents for dinner. So what I'm about to do is I need to pull out my pellet grill, move this grill, and get that going so it can start heating up and we can throw on the wings in just a little while. So let's do it. Now we just gotta wait for it to start smoking, and then I'll close the lid and it'll get preheated. So I looked out the window and it looks like the smoker is a-smoking. Whew, it is real smoking right now. So let's close this bad boy up and it is going to start heating up. I just put my hair up because things are about to get serious. It is time to prepare our chicken wings for the pellet grill. So I found this crispy smoked chicken wings recipe from Hey Grill Hey, and this is what I'm going to follow to make for dinner tonight. The chicken wings I picked up at the grocery store look like this. I bought them in the fresh section. I've never bought chicken wings before. Do I know what I'm looking at? No, I don't even really eat wings. But my dad mentioned how he wanted to try these. So the daughter is going to make my daddy-o some chicken wings. And basically all of this recipe calls for is 5 pounds of chicken, which I have right here, 2.5 tablespoons of baking powder, which helps get the skin crispy, and a teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna take out my wing and just dry it off as much as I can with a paper towel. The drier, the better, is what all of my pro chefs who do this often were telling me. They said dry them off as much as possible. And now we're gonna place these wings into a Ziploc bag. And we're gonna use this bag to coat them with the baking powder and salt. So now I will see y'all when I finish doing all of these wings. My wings have been dried off, and now I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of baking powder. I've got my baking powder and my salt in here, and now we're just gonna toss these wings until everything is coated. All right, y'all, the grill reached 250, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw these wings on. I'm gonna do it on the top of my pellet grill just because I want to. Now I'm gonna lay all of my wings out as quickly as I can so I don't let out all the heat. These are gonna cook for 30 minutes at 250. And then I am going to crank this up to 425, and they're gonna finish off for 45 minutes. The wings have been in here for 30 minutes at 250. I know it's hard to read. So I'm cranking it up to 425, and they're gonna sit in here for about 45 minutes. I just pulled my wings off the grill, but y'all, I just made very much a rookie mistake. I had my meat thermometer on Celsius. I was like, why are these wings temping at 101 degrees? They've been out here for a long time. Well, turns out my dumb self had this on Celsius. So I left these in for like an extra 10 minutes, and then it dawned on me, I'm an idiot. So when I say these wings are crisp, they're a little bit crisp, but the inside of them, it still tastes okay. The outside is kind of like a tater chip. But I think we might be able to pick through them, and it might work. So dinner is not going to be perfect by any means, but but you know what? You got to start somewhere, and my somewhere tonight was just being a total noob when I preached the whole meat thermometer thing. But it's dark outside, and it was hard for me to read it, and then I just didn't realize it was on Celsius. But I'm about to wrap these up in foil and take them over to my parents. I cooked them a beautiful crispy dinner, and we're gonna see what they have to say about them.
So I don't know about y'all, but on cold winter nights, there's nothing better than a cup of hot chocolate. And I have been on a quest to find the best hot chocolate. And I found one. The Houston Chronicle the other day had an article called Best Hot Chocolate of All Time. Seriously. So we're gonna try one of those. This one is called Parisian Hot Chocolate, and the directions say to make your chantilly cream first and put it in the refrigerator to chill for a couple hours. So before I do anything else, it was 2/3 of a cup of heavy cream that's chilled, 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. So this will make it a little bit different because you're putting powdered sugar in it. Here I am gonna just add a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm gonna put the lid on my little mixer here and just put it all together, shake it up a little bit, put it in and let it mix up. Hey, the recipe says whisk it for 5 minutes until it causes a nice stiff peak. Well, as y'all can see, it's a nice stiff peak. Oh, that is so good. And I'm just gonna leave it in this container and stick it in the refrigerator to chill until we're ready for it later. I'm on my quest for the best hot chocolate. So if you wanna send me your recipes, maybe we'll try them here throughout the winter because I'm all for it. But this one is out of the December 2nd Houston Chronicle. Super excited about it. It's called Parisian Hot Chocolate with Chantilly Whipped Cream. And so I made the whipped cream earlier. It's been in the freezer. this says, and I've never done this before, so we're gonna figure this out, but I'm doubling the recipe so there's enough to go around, but it calls for 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and instructions say in the saucepan that you heat the sugar over medium heat. So I've had my saucepan heating up, and it called for 2 tablespoons of sugar. It says just put your sugar in the saucepan and heat it up. And I guess what we're doing is we're caramelizing the sugar, but I've never done that before, and this is kind of weird to me. It says just kind of wiggle the pan around and let the sugar caramelize until it melts and turns amber without stirring. It says just tilt the pan around. Y'all look, it's starting to turn color. I'm just shaking it up a little bit every once in a while. Directions say once it turns amber, you remove it from the heat and let it sit there for a minute. After it's been sitting there a minute, you bring it back to medium heat and you pour in the milk. And you have it on medium heat, and I guess your goal is to get that caramelized sugar to dissolve. Hey, y'all can see the milk is changing colors, but y'all, can you hear that? That's that sugar. It's hard as rock down there on the bottom. And it says you're gonna have to stir it on medium heat. Oh, here it is, I felt it. It's starting to break up for that caramelized sugar to start dissolving and break up off the bottom. We're doubling the recipe. So the recipe was for 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and I used 4, and we caramelized them. We've added the milk, the sugar's melted into it. It says for 4 ounces of the best quality bittersweet chocolate, so 60 to 70%. So I had some 70% bittersweet chocolate disc, and I chopped them up a minute ago. And it says that once the sugar is melted, we're just gonna add it here to the milk and let it melt in and let it simmer until the chocolate is dissolved. It says you stir it continuously until it starts to get a little thick, and it says after that we're gonna turn it off and let it rest for a few minutes after we get it all melted and a little thick. Can y'all see how thick it is? You know, I guess the Parisian part probably has to do with that caramelized sugar like you have on the top of creme brulee, but this has really got nice and thick. So we are just gonna pour it into our cups right here. I guess they don't want you to burn your mouth because this looks like it's going to be drinking liquid chocolate. It is so thick. Can y'all see that thickness when I pour it? Look at how thick it is. Goodness gracious. All right, y'all, we're going to add the chantilly cream. And it's not supposed to look like this. I think it's supposed to be nice and pretty up on top of your hot chocolate like whipped cream. And I must have... that part of it was a fail, but y'all, I tasted it, and it is some good stuff, that chantilly cream. So I'm gonna squeeze it here on the top of our cuts of hot chocolate. And let me tell y'all, this chocolate's like really thick. So I already tasted it, and I can tell you it's good, but I like a little bit thinner hot chocolate.
It is thick with like 4 C's.
That chantilly cream is delicious. I could open up this Ziploc bag and eat every bit of it. So now, Merry Christmas, everybody. This is our first shot at the most delicious hot chocolate. It's really good. Actually, it's better when you add that cream that kind of thins it out a little bit. That is some good stuff. So if you decide to make it, or send me your recipes to try.
It's chocolatey. Woo! It is chocolatey. I definitely thin it out a little bit more, but the taste is delicious.
Isn't it good? I like the taste from the burnt or the caramelized sugar. That gives it a whole different flavor.
It's good.
But it is some thick hot chocolate.
About 4 sips of this and I'll be done, but the cream is delicious. I need to make that cream and put it on something else. I don't know. So I have an update. I took the wings over to my parents, and my mom loved them. They liked them. Even though they were a little bit crispy, crunchy, they tasted pretty darn good, not gonna lie. After I ate a couple of them, I'd say 10 out of 10, would do again, but would do slightly different. Add a different seasoning to them and cook them a little less long. But all in all, wings, I do give them a 2 thumbs up. It was user error. Kind of. While I was doing the dishes, my back started hurting severely. Like, in so much pain I could barely stand up. I've been having some back problems lately. I've always had back problems, but something has flared it up. So I recently got these Chirp wheels, and they're like a way to stretch your back. So we're gonna stretch our back real quick. I have 3 different sizes of these wheels. This is the medium one. Let's see if it can help stretch out my backity back a little bit, because oh my god, it hurts. Cooper is trying to get me to play with him while I stretch my back. Ugh. These definitely help you stretch, that's for sure. My whole back cracked. I don't know if it's gonna help where I hurt, but it can't hurt it. Cooper! Also, do you like the sea of dog toys behind me? I don't know if you can see them. There's like 600 dog toys because someone is spoiled rotten, Cooper. Oh no, that helped a little bit. But I don't know why my back is killing me. We're gonna try the little one real quick before I call it a night. Oh good, there's a bug on my ceiling. He's crawling right there. Now I'm gonna think about him all night if I don't kill him. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. But he doesn't help any. He's trying to get me to play with him the entire time. He knows that I don't like him to lick me, so he just learned to press his face up against mine. Crazy dog. And yes, by the way, I am wearing Crocs. I did a collaboration with Crocs on Instagram, and they sent me these with all these little, I don't even know what they call them, but they're all the little decorations. So these are the most tacky Crocs, but they are so comfortable. They got fleece in them, and I got my pink socks with them. Truly, they are like the comfiest shoes I own. But man, they are not the most attractive. Every single night, Cooper comes over here and growls at himself in the mirror. Every night. It never fails. Who is that dog in the mirror? It is now 12:07 p.m. All of a sudden, it's the middle of the night, and the dogs are passed out on the couch, and I just about passed out and realized that I need to go wipe all of this makeup off and get ready for bed. So I hope that you guys enjoyed Vlogmas Day 12. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't done so. And I will see y'all tomorrow with another video. Bye, guys. Mwah!